know, I'm a big Ohio nigga. A lot of niggas know me in Ohio and they love me in Ohio, man.
The deal is the champ, Shannon Cannon Briggs, two-time heavyweight champion of the world. I want to give a shout out to BVO TV.
Shout out to BVO Boxing. You understand? Check the boy out. Check the kid out. You understand?
Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy BVO Sports TV. We back with another live, man. Shout out to everybody that's been showing support. I don't know what's going on with YouTube on our numbers, man, but I'm gonna hang in there, man. We're gonna see if we can put. But we got a big show today, as you guys can see. Xander Zayas versus Crybaby Devin Haney. I think it's a good topic, just on the fact of we definitely know that Xander Zayas is the new person that Devin is kind of looking at the fight. I think it's a really good fight, to be honest with you. I think Devin can lose this fight. He can get beat up really, really bad in a fight like this. So we'll see what happens, man. But I would just say I hope Devin is careful, man, because this dude, Xander's a big guy. Xander's a middleweight. And I don't know how much weight Xander's cutting to be down at 54, but I don't think he's just somebody to be played with. We already know the story of BEATS Ennis, the kid from Delaware. Sorry about that, from Philadelphia. We know about his story. We know his story, man. He's not looking to fight the best, and he hides kind of behind what he did at 147. Shoot to my man, Uncle Cass.
Yeah, I watched the playback, Uncle Cass playback today.
Yeah, I think when you look at what BEATS has done, he just been a disappointment. And that's okay to say. I think at 28 years old, almost 30 years old, he's a former unified champion, ring belt holder. But I think he's a disappointment. For what we thought he would be and what he actually is two different things. But you know what? I've seen this before. When I was young, there was a kid named Tyson Chandler. There was a young kid named Eddie Curry. And I thought the Bulls was back. I thought they were back. And Eddie Curry and Tyson Chandler never was what we thought they were. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I just think BEATS just looks good on film. And let's be honest, his best win is Stanionis, who had 18 fights. So it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough to really know what he really has. And ain't no hating about it. We already know if Xander, unified champion, can beat a first ballot Hall of Famer in Devin Haney, that's a huge fight. I think we got to really get past, the whole Bill conversation and realize that, hey, man, it's not about Bill. It's about Devin to put some major, major work in. And this ain't no slight to Tank. Tank done what he's done, but I'm talking about if you look at what Devin has done. I know everybody want to nitpick him and, do all that stuff, but he didn't put a lot of work in. Devin Haney, to me, reminds me a lot of Aaron Pryor. Not in fighting style, but just in how he's received. People don't realize Aaron Pryor had like his niche fan base, but he wasn't no super duper star like Sugar Ray Leonard. He was like a guy people knew, but I wouldn't say he was even. I don't know. What about you, Pryor? I wouldn't say that he was a super duper star, Aaron Pryor. What about you?
He wasn't a super duper star, but to us, he's a super duper star. But I mean, like, I want to go back to Devin Haney. Devin Haney, he has to be top 3 or 4. I'll just say 5 for you casuals. He has to be in there somewhere. There's no way you can accomplish so much and fight the fights that he's been fighting and not be, noticed and get your just due. And shout out to Just Due. But I feel like Devin Haney is what I would like when I was a young boy. You know what I mean? When I was watching certain fighters like I don't want Riddick Bowe, you know what I mean? Or he's excited. Like when Riddick fight, I make sure I was in place. So when Devin fight, I'm in place. You know what I mean? I feel like he win, lose, or draw. See, and that's the thing. Everybody worried about undefeated records and all that. I don't care if Devin go in there and get knocked out, and then he can come back. Hold on. He can come back and go on a run and do what he need to do and get back. One loss or you get a stoppage or you have a bad night don't end your career in boxing. And people got to stop doing that. Devin Haney is a good fighter, a great fighter. You know what I mean? He's accomplished multiple weight classes and he's just everything you would want your son to be. You know what I mean? Imagine if he was your son for some of you older guys. So, like, let's stop all that. Devin Haney's doing what he's supposed to do. And I'm gonna support him. He wanting to fight the fights. You know what I mean? And he might not be no mega star, but I bet you if you watch boxing, you know who the hell he is.
Yo, shout out to my man Clarence McClain. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my man No Duck Zone, Uncle Cash. Make sure y'all check out him, man.
Uncle
The Bible of Boxing. But I'll just say this. I think, you know what, and I listen to people and I've been trying to work on this thought. I think when I hear people talk about Devin Haney, they say Devin Haney's not good in their eyes because he's not a knockout artist.
So what?
And I think the thing that's so funny about it is that's not everybody's mission. Everybody can't do that. Everybody can't knock everybody out. I get
BVO, the mission is to win.
I mean, I get it's about being excited. Now I want to put that caveat out there. I admit people want to see exciting fights. But I'm gonna tell you guys this. We got to be honest here. Tank was on the phone with Mike Tyson. This is some years ago. And Mike Tyson said, have you ever sparred Shakur? Have you ever sparred Devin? He said, yeah. He said, when do you plan on fighting him? And he kind of got quiet and he was showing love. But see, I guess this is my whole thing when it comes to the Tank conversation is why, when they asked to fight him, was that considered disrespect? Because I've never heard Shakur, let me be honest, I never really heard Shakur disrespecting Tank before he started asking for the fight. I never heard Devin saying it. And I know people want to make up this imaginary stuff that they said this or that. But them dudes never disrespected Tank. They wanted to fight him because they wanted his spot. And I think the sad thing is, like a lot of hood dudes that come from the hood, they're not competitive. They just want to have something and don't want to compete for it. And I know that for a fact from growing up in the hood. A lot of hood dudes don't want to be competitive. And when I say competitive, I'm talking about if they feel like they won a spot or they did enough work, they want to stop it. They want to rest on their laurels, so to speak. And I think that's just been the story of Tank Davis. I mean, the only fight that you ever thought he might have been in a little bit of trouble is Mario Barrios. And I seen Mario Barrios get beat dead. I mean, so I'm just
going off on the Tank. How do we get on Tank? We was talking about
I'm giving you an example of like just how people, because that's where the whole divide comes from. And the whole YouTube, pretty much in the black boxing space, it's always Tank Devin. Shakur. At the end of the day, Shakur now. But dude, let's be real. The only reason Tank had a problem is because those guys wanted to fight him. That's where the issue came from. Now, people forget, Tank Davis had Shakur Sanchez in his camp for his first world title shot. So it's not like he was ever no beef. I'm going to tell you this right here. The reason Shakur never signed the floor is because of Tank. So you can play it however you want to. I'll just say this. I think too many times people get caught up in the feelings of something because everybody wants something to cling to. But I'm going to be honest with you, man. As a guy that's in his middle age, Devin, Shakur, and Tank, they never did nothing to Tank. Tank was just being emotional. And that's the problem because now emotions rule men. When I was growing up, you couldn't let your emotions rule you because you could do something stupid. And if you think about it, just think about it. Remember when they said Keyshawn Day was having some mental issues? And what did Tank come out and say? I heard you don't like being called bitch. What's up, bitch? Now what? No, okay, you say that, but then you don't want to fight. And then it's like, go ahead.
These young boys always be doing all that talking, BVO. They younger than us. Everybody can't be so sensitive. You know, they supposed to talk And they boxers and they people and they forget what they be saying. They'll say one thing on one interview and then it be something different on the next. That's what they do. They change up. They switch siders. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when it come down to the fighting, Tank, Shakur, and Devin, them dudes, them dudes can rumble at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
And they
So,
rumbling. And
yeah.
you know, and
But
that's
I
the
know
thing
we want to see them fight each other. I know it,
But let me add this to it. It's a doggone shame that us as content creators got to look up old sparring from 10 years ago. Yes,
I don't look at it no more.
Shakur sparred T.O. Tank sparred T.O. I mean, Shakur sparred Devin. I don't care about those tapes, man. I want to see them brothers fight.
Yeah. Let's
You say,
rumble
I don't
now.
pay none of them why he has no attention. I'm gonna say this, Clarence.
Yeah,
I'm
me
gonna
either,
say
Clarence.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't say that. Because when I was that age, I wanted somebody to pay attention to me. Because
Yeah, but he talking about the bad ones,
let me finish. I'm not, whether you bad or whatever the case may be, no one's perfect, and we all needed somebody to give us a chance. And what I've learned to do, and I hope more people embrace this, is I try to be the guy now that's in his mid-30s that when I see a young dude, I give him love.
Yeah.
Because the love is going to be remembered. That you did a good job going to be remembered. I've been in management a long time. And one thing I noticed when I say thank you, I appreciate the job that you're doing. You've done a great job. People respect that. And I think you got to realize the little things do matter. And I think especially in the sport of boxing, I'm just telling you, man, it's really gotten to almost like a cat show, if that makes any sense. Well, you got guys who want to like go back and forth and like argue like girls, and it's like, come on, man, like,
Yeah.
we just want to see you fight.
And then you gotta do that.
Go ahead.
Pick a side. You gotta do that. Pick a side. You see, I don't pick sides. I really never did. I can like Tank, Shakur, and Devin. But if I want to bash Tank because he being weird, then that's what I'm gonna do. If Shakur say something on what y'all call him, Twitterson, whatever y'all call him. If he say something stupid, then we gonna come up and be like, I don't know why he said that. But at the end of the day, when Shakur Stevenson get in that ring, he's bad. When Devin Haney get in the ring, I don't care what he say on the internet. He's bad. When Javante Davis get in the ring, he's a bad dude. And I rock with all three of them. I do want them to fight each other, but I'm still rocking with them. You know what I mean? Because I'm neutral. I'm not no young bull. I'm not finna pick a side and be like, oh, if I rock with Devin, I can't rock with Shakur and Tank because they the ops. I'm not in the streets. I'm a boxing fan.
Yeah,
I like Shakur Stevenson too.
It's bad because you hear people say stuff like, oh, Keyshawn is ducking Devin or whatever. At the end of the day, guess what?
Keyshawn is a goofy, but he can fight.
He just got done fighting. Even if he was to fight Devin, it won't be for months.
Hell of a performance.
It won't be for months. And what you got to think about Keyshawn is this: for a guy with, I think he got 14, I think he got 18 fights, 14 fights, I believe, 10 knockouts or something like that. I think a guy like Keyshawn, I would say this about it: he's then knocked out people who I'd never seen dropped. He's knocked out people who I'd never really seen hurt. So I give him a lot of credit. Because we can say what you want. I've never seen Jermaine Ortiz on the ground. I've been watching Jermaine Ortiz since he was 13, 14 years old. I never thought I'd see him get knocked out. Like, he got knocked out brutally by Keyshawn.
Yeah, that was tough by Keyshawn.
So Keyshawn is on another level. I just think the thing is this. People got to understand that he's been a hyped up dude since he came out. What do you say back in the day? Don't take me being excited as me being something that is not. I'm just excited. Keyshawn Davis is the same guy who went back to the Olympics and, won a silver medal. And he was already pro and went backwards because he wanted to work on his craft. So I guess I look at it like this, man. Call him a duck, whatever. At the end of the day, what happens if Devin beats him? Nothing.
They'll say a 140 guy. They'll say a 140 guy
he beat a guy with 14 fights. That's what it is.
That's moving up from 140. Exactly right.
And,
They gonna find
I'm just excited. And I think of it like this. I've actually heard people say T.O. is trash. and I had to
That's
go.
blasphemy.
I went nuclear on somebody because I'm like, come on, dog. They
That's
don't give you a
blasphemy.
They don't give you a big ass gold belt if somebody's trash. They don't. I kind of was sad as a T.O. fan because I wanted to see T.O. get his Ring magazine belts upgraded.
You know, T.O. talking about going to Zuffa. You heard that? I read that somewhere. I forgot where I saw that at.
That wouldn't be a surprise. We all know the ties with a lot of the fighters on Zuffa. These guys looking for an opportunity, man. Just call it what it is. They're looking for opportunity. We get a chance to have Bernard up here almost every night, and he tells us all the time, these guys are looking to make some money for their family.
Yep.
And I can't blame him.
And he said it's decent money as well. It's not like he'll break down the whole thing for you. I'm not going to speak for him, but he'll get up here and explain to you why it's good. And if you had a son that was boxing or a daughter, if you had a child boxing, and you might see benefit from that. Take
the kid out of it. If you working, you want to keep a consistent job. You don't want to do piecework. You don't want to do one job at a time. You don't want to work for Lyft or, you don't want to DoorDash. That's not what you want to do. That's something you might do, but that's not what you want to do.
No, not for real.
So that's what I mean when I say, and that's why I try to speak clearly and without a lot of slang, because I want people to understand what I'm saying.
Yeah,
the fact is this: Shakur is a good fighter. He's boring. When I see Shakur fight, I mean, I give him all his credit. He's one of the best, but 9 out of 10, when Shakur is fighting, I mean, I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy who's saying, I gotta run to the Shakur fight.
You wasn't entertained in his last 2 fights?
I was, because I thought I'll say this. And let me be honest, not so much. I'm being honest.
I want to uplift the boxers. I want to.
No, it's not about not uplifting. I'm just saying he's not my type of fighter to watch.
I understand.
He's boring. And
that's not boring, BVO.
And when I say, here's the thing you got to remember: you can't compare him to Pernell Whitaker.
I don't want to. He's Shakur. I don't want to.
I'm giving you an example of pure boxers that had an exciting style as well. Bernard Hopkins couldn't punch a wet paper bag.
Cap.
But you know what Bernard could do? Bernard can make you look silly.
He knocked out Tito Trinidad.
He made him look. That was more of a frustration. I always thought Tito quit.
I
thought Tito quit.
Jump in the ring and save him.
No. Tito eyes was so glazed and cross-eyed, it was ridiculous. Bernard Hopkins placed that punch. He knocked out Oscar. Nobody knocked out Oscar.
I mean, he got a lucky shot. Oscar was whooping his ass the whole fight.
Come on, stop.
And he caught him.
What Coach B say? What Coach B say? Coach B would say you are horrible.
You speak very well and you're black. How did that happen?
That's all I'll say to that.
You need to clip Brother Bernard's. You a horrible person. That's a good
my
one.
brother 503 line. Appreciate you coming through.
Shout out 503. What up,
I'm just saying this about boxing, man. Dudes got to be realistic, man. It's every fight ain't gonna be a big fight, man. And I'm gonna tell you something funny. You know when I really started to like Devin and my man Mark. I'm gonna have Mark come in on this. Was when I see Devin getting his ass whipped by Ryan.
Stop.
When I see
by
them getting
Juice
up like
Man.
That, no,
OJ
listen,
the Juice Man.
Listen, I get all that part. I'm
the boy that got beat up by Rolling him.
I seen the heart of a champion. I seen a dude keep getting up, and you was gonna have to take his life to beat him. And I said, you know what? This a cold-blooded dude.
A savage.
It's a cold-blooded dude. And that's what it took for me to say, you know what? You see, you all over the place, nephew. Hey, let me get going. But what I'm saying is this: when I seen him fight, when I seen Devin in that fight, it just showed me at the heart of a lion. And then he came back. People say he didn't look good versus Ramirez, but I thought he did. I thought he looked good. And then to go in there against Brian Norman, when I heard people say the fight wasn't gonna happen. 2, people talking about Devin will get knocked spark out. And guess what happened? In the second round, Devin knocked him. We all was like, whoa, he didn't knock the fried chicken out this dude. And I was like, wow, I couldn't believe it. And then you got people who say stuff like, oh, he didn't finish. So? What are you talking about? He didn't finish him. He put him on his ass.
When you fight,
I know
all the other fighters, man. Go ahead, Mark. My fault.
No, you're good, but I just know it's a different standard for Devin Haney. Like the people that said that, Devin struggled against Ramirez. Struggle where?
Yeah.
That man 12 zipped him.
Yeah, I don't
Why
understand.
struggle and
Hey.
12 zip somebody.
You can't make this stuff up.
Now
Salute
and
BK.
now, like they want to do the revisionist history thing. Oh,
Mhm.
Brian Norman wasn't ready, but
Oh.
dudes like and salute to my brother Blue. I
No,
love Blue
don't
to
bring
death.
up no names,
No,
man.
no,
Don't bring
no,
up no
Mark.
names.
No, we not doing that, Mark.
No,
Nah,
no,
we
Don't
not
bring
doing
up no
okay,
name.
fine, whatever.
'Cause I know what you
whatever.
gonna say.
Just
I
salute
gotta
the Blue.
remind you,
Just
don't bring up
salute the
no
Blue.
names.
Fine, whatever.
Go ahead.
Just salute the Blue. But I'll say this: a lot of people like to do this thing of, oh, Brian Norman wasn't ready. Oh, Brian Norman's father was doing too much media. Shut up. Y'all said that this man was going to, that Devin can't take no punch. Devin is punch scared. Da 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 da. Brian Norman's going to be hunting him down, and it wasn't that. Just give the dude his credit. Like, they do this all the time. I remember, didn't nobody want to fight Regis. Nobody wanted to fight Regis.
Nobody.
He beat
Nobody.
Regis up, Mark. Get him, Mark.
Okay, no, but that's what I'm saying. But like, then they switch up, and it's something else. Oh, Regis. Oh, look at Regis
Oh,
had the
man.
worst footwork. Regis had the worst footwork ever. Why
The
did
excuses
Devin
was flying
stop?
all around, Mark.
Like, it just really annoyed me. But that let me know how great a fighter Devin Haney really is.
Yep.
That let me know how great a media figure he really is. Because of how controversial he is. No matter how dominant he come out there and look. Even if I don't think the fights are that entertaining or scintillating. It's like he can't get the credit or the love for whatever reason. Whether it's because his father or they like to say, oh, he was a private school kid. What does that even mean?
Hey, Mark.
Like,
Hey, Mark,
bro.
you know what? I bet you all the people that's saying that, especially the older people that's older, like Bill's age and maybe my age, I bet you he doing better than your son. I bet you you would wish your son would be like Devin Haney. That's a fact.
Man, they pray and hope their son could be a millionaire, a multi-millionaire before 30.
You can't make this stuff
Kidding
up.
me? Never
You know
had never been convicted of a crime
Nope.
in his life. Never done time.
Yeah.
Educated. I mean, like, I don't know what more you could want from a
He
young
got
man,
his
a young
father in his
athlete.
life.
I ain't gonna. No, you know what? It's funny you say that, Mark, because Devin doesn't talk, and that goes a long way because he don't talk.
He the Al Heyman of boxing.
I don't know.
I don't
know
gotta
if he,
talk.
Hold on. I don't know if he educated or not, but you don't ever hear him really say too much
He
stupid
went
stuff.
to private schools.
That don't mean
There you
nothing,
go.
man. School is school. I'm gonna be
Well,
honest.
at least
School
it
is
was
school.
good. They had a high graduate. Did he graduate?
But let me just put it like this. Let me put it like this because I think you're getting
That's
off
all
wrong
that
with what I'm
matters.
saying. I know where you're going, but that's not where I'm going with it. What I'm saying is this. I just think no matter how it goes, man, you can say what you want about Devin. He doing the work. Let's look at BEATS Ennis, right? BEATS Ennis has been a pro for almost 15 years, and the most notable name on his record is Stanionis, a guy with 18 fights, who was out of the ring for 18 months before he fought him. I mean, what are we talking about? You got to remember, Devin Haney wanted to fight BEATS. T.O. wanted to fight. All these dudes wanted BEATS. And what did BEATS say? Oh, I can't make the weight. So the one time he won a guy in Virgil Ortiz, which I do think he want that fight because I think he can win. He probably can win. I don't know. But what was all this energy when T.O. was calling you out? What was this energy when Devin was calling you out? Everybody was calling BEATS out. He never was the boogeyman.
Man,
He
So how do
never
we
was
get
that
on?
guy.
How do we get on BEATS? How do we get on
He was
BEATS?
done at that.
But no, listen to what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Mark. That's what I'm saying, Mark. We've seen all of the great fighters make it happen. Errol Spence was done at that weight at 147, but it didn't stop him from still giving the fight that he promised his fans, undisputed. Ain't that what he promised us all them years ago? That happens, man.
Well, that don't mean nothing. That's just boxing.
That's boxing.
No, but I'm
That's
just
boxing.
saying, he stayed his whole career at 147, and then it's like for years, we were hearing about this dude ballooning up to 190 and having fat camps. Like,
That
bro,
ain't
he
hard
should
to
have
do.
been moved up.
But he did what he said he was going to do. And that's the thing I'm trying to get people. That's the thing I'm trying to get with this whole conversation. Because guess what? I think Xander is a good fighter. Xander's way too big for Devin. I'll tell you that right now. He's too big for him.
I think Devin is. I don't think that'll mean nothing. I think Devin will be too experienced for him and beat him that young boy up. And I like Xander.
We'll see, because one thing I tell you about, I've noticed with Xander Zayas, they brought him up slow and they taught him the right way. This is a warrior, man. This dude is a warrior.
He's definitely a warrior.
Whether he win or he don't, I'm gonna tell you this: Devin Haney better be ready for the fight of his life.
What you like to say? What you like to
Puerto
say?
Rican. Go ahead.
That's exactly what I was about to say. You like to say, find the biggest, blackest, slickest nigga they can find.
Wow.
Devin Haney trying to go get the biggest, greasiest Puerto Rican they can find.
Wow.
And I respect it. That man
That's
Xander
crazy.
Zayas is a young icon over there in Puerto Rico. 23 years old.
Bill said they. Hey, Mark. Bill said they'd go to Puerto Rico.
What you say, Pop? I mean, Pride?
He said it was a. Bill said he'd go to Puerto Rico.
Hey,
man, he ain't got a choice. He ain't got a choice if we gonna go to Puerto Rico.
Look here. If Bill,
he definitely has a choice.
I'm go to Puerto Rico. I would listen. I will go to the fight. And I hope you brothers will meet me at that goddamn.
I think that's like a 2.5 hour joint for me. 3 tops. I think I might do that too.
That's a half an hour flight for me. I will go to the fight.
I don't know what a joint is. Shout out to my man Prize, but for me, it's a 5-hour flight.
You talk about
and it's a beautiful
time,
fight.
boy.
I ain't say joint.
But
I said that joint's like 3 hours.
Yeah, we got, hey, I love to hear the rich kid talk like that. Shout out to my man Prize. But let me get my man Puerto Rican Free in here. Free, what do you think about the divide we see in boxing where you got people that don't give Devin credit, they don't want to give Xander credit, they just want to always talk about the next thing.
They don't want to give nobody credit.
What do you think? I think Free must have fell on the step.
I don't know. I don't know. Give Xander credit. I heard about Jaron Ennis. But the thing is, you say these things about Jaron Ennis. That Jaron Ennis right now is just a little bit Xander Zayas. I will favorite Jaron Ennis. I like the fight. I think Xander does have a chance. I think Jaron Ennis, his skill level, the experience that he had, too much for Xander Zayas. But it doesn't mean that Xander don't have a shot to win. I think to win.
Free, your mic is
your
mic is bad. Yeah, your mic is pretty distorted.
It's going in and out.
Let me switch into my phone.
All right, cool.
I heard that earlier as well.
Shoot to my man Piro, man.
Can you hear me now?
What up, Piro?
Are like grass. It's everywhere. They everywhere, man.
Go ahead.
It don't matter.
Yeah, let me beautiful. Hold on one second. Let me tell you.
It's like a ribbon thing. It's like a ribbon thing.
Free's a mess right now.
I'll say this. The thing that's funny about it is this, man. That dude Prize a wild boy. He on that stuff, man. Forgive him, y'all.
Nah, I'm regular.
But I'll say this. I think the thing that's so funny about it all is this. If Devin was a fight Boots, I think he'd beat him. I think if a lot of guys fought Boots, they would beat him. I'm gonna tell you this. I think Virgil gonna surprise a lot of y'all. Do I think he can beat Boots? I would have to favor Boots. I would. I think it's probably 60-40 Boots. But I just don't think. But then again, remember this: we didn't think Virgil would do what he did to Madrigal. Now did we? Nope. We didn't think that. When we seen that fight, Mark, did you say, man, he gonna go in here and blast this dude? Did you see that? What'd you think, Mark? I think he fell too.
You know, Mark falling down the steps every night.
But yeah, I don't know, man. What about you, Pride? I just didn't see that happening. So Virgil done surprised me a few different times.
I ain't gonna front though. I was surprised in the Madrigal fight. I was. But I still don't think that, like, I mean, Virgil, I don't understand what's the problem, why he's stalling out with Jaron Ennis. You know, they want to fight. Let's get it on. What's the hold up? You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of contract and Oscar.
He's a punk.
Yeah, he seemed like he don't really want to fight. Back in the day, his dad said we need 70,000 months to get ready for the fight or something. He said crazy like that. But I mean, I don't know what he's doing. If I was Boots, I would stop chasing that bull free.
No, see, this is the thing. It's not really Virgil and well, we know it's not Boots. What happened is Tom Brown let Golden Boy know that Virgil was trying to move forward with the fight. They already signed the fight as Virgil independent, but Tom Brown let Oscar and Golden Boy know that Virgil was moving forward with the fight with Jaron Boots Ennis. So Golden Boy put a restraining order from Eddie Hearn talking to Virgil Ortiz and making that fight happen. So that's why the restraining order is there. So it froze the fight because Virgil still has a court hearing coming up for him getting out of the contract with Oscar De La Hoya. So that's the reason why the fight got held up. So if he can't make, if they're not going to make the fight, then yeah, Jaron Boots Ennis need to move on and go ahead and move on trying to find somebody else. But it's sad because if Golden Boy right now they have no platform, and I don't know what's going to happen in that court case. Going back to what I said about Xander, I think Xander it's a good fight for Xander with either one of these guys, with Devin Haney or Jaron Boots Ennis. I will favor both of those guys over Xander right now. I would say for Jaron Boots Ennis, I say it's probably like a 60-40 chance for Jaron. With Xander and Devin, I would say it's probably like a 55-45 because Xander is a big dude at that weight class, and we don't know how Devin is going to look at 154 pounds. We will believe that he'll be better or whatever. But Xander, he got nice mobility as well, and I don't know how Devin does with somebody like a guy like Xander. So I would say 55-45 in Devin's favor versus Xander. The one thing that I don't like, I hear what BVO has said about Jaron Boots Ennis, but I didn't hear anybody say anything about this. He's willing to go to 54 to fight Xander, but he wasn't willing to go to a catchweight to fight Jaron. So you're willing to go to 54 for Xander, but you wasn't ready to go for a catchweight to fight Jaron Ennis. You wanted to fight, but you didn't go to the catchweight.
Well, Free, I think Devin is chasing the legacy and the belts and stuff like that.
He could be chasing the belts, but in one
Because if he fight Jaron, Free he'll get hella credit.
He gets nothing.
But he gets. I feel like Devin is looking like, oh, if he goes up to how many would that be? 5 divisions, and he'd be unified.
That'd be 4.
4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 4 divisions, and then when you get to your 4th division, you unified off the bat in the melting pot of boxing at 54 right now. I think that's a hell of a business move and a winnable fight. So yeah, I think Jaron brings you nothing, and it's too much of a risk because it's not too much. I don't want to sound like that,
man. I think, and I don't want people to mistake what I'm saying about Boots. He's a hell of a talent, and I'm gonna be honest with you. It's the same thing I asked about Tank. I won't know how good you are until we see. Guess what? I know how good Tio is. You know why? He fought Lomachenko. He fought Josh Taylor. He fought Shakur Sanchez. Yeah, he fought Richard Coleman. So I know how good he is.
You knew Tio was limited. That's what we knew. We knew he was limited.
But guess what? We don't know what version. We don't know what Boots is because we never really seen anybody give him no smoke.
Yes, we have.
Who, Karen? I don't really count that because Karen kind of ran away. He wouldn't engage.
No, whatever you want to say he wouldn't do, we know what we have in Jaron Boots Ennis. We know a guy that has great boxing ability. He can fight from the southpaw stand or the orthodox stand. We know that he has power. Yeah. So we know what we got with Jaron Boots Ennis. What you want to see is,
can anybody crack the armor that Jaron Boots Ennis has? That's what you want to see. It's not a question of what do we have in Jaron Boots Ennis. We know what we got in Jaron Boots Ennis. We want to know, is there anybody that can beat him? That's what you want to know.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think that's just what you get when when we seen Sugar Ray Leonard when he fought, and people say it all the time, he fought the wrong fight. When you seen Sugar Ray Leonard go up against Roberto Duran, we got to see, Ray Leonard can fight, but he can't fight everybody like that. So that's what I mean when I say I think losses are so good for boxers or at least being challenged. I mean, people say what they want. I can't remember that guy's last name, but when Henry fought Muhammad Ali, he whooped Muhammad Ali's ass for a little bit.
You're thinking of Henry Cooper.
Henry Cooper. I mean, Henry Cooper was whooping Muhammad Ali's ass. And if he wouldn't have had that, and if he wouldn't have had that fight, he would have never been ready for Liston.
I mean,
so that's what I mean when I say.
And then the fight before he fought Liston, Doug Jones whooped on Muhammad Ali for
Doug Jones whooped on that ass too.
I forgot about that guy.
So it's just that's what I mean when I say it, Free. It's just like we didn't know how good James Toney was.
I think
until James got in there and challenged himself.
I think the only.
I just think you got to get in there with somebody who can challenge you, because if not, you just look unbeatable. And that's how Boots looked. He looked unbeatable.
I think now
he can do everything but cut the ring off, and he looks unbeatable. But I'm just being real. Don't take it as hate. Just take it as me wanting to see him fight.
Free BVO?
Oh, I couldn't hear him. My bad. Go ahead, Free.
No, I think at 54, there's only one guy that actually give Jaron Boots Ennis a challenge, and that's Frendora. I don't think anybody else at 54 give Jaron Boots a challenge. I think they give him good fights. I think there will be a lot of good fights, but I think he beats everybody at 54. The only question I have is Xander Zayas. I mean, I'm sorry, not Xander. Sebastian Frendora. Sebastian Frendora is the only question that I have.
I don't even have questions about them because I don't believe in that kid all like that.
I mean, you ain't got to believe in it, but what I'm saying is, if Frendora's been getting a lot better at fighting at mid range.
We said that last fight. For you, right? He had and he has. He looked a lot better on fighting on the outside.
Like that jab at 154 pounds. Like imagine. Go ahead, Free. My bad. I cut you off.
No, when it comes to his long arm reach, the more fights that he get and be able to display and get used to fighting at mid-range and long distance, the harder that fight becomes for a guy like Jaron Boots Ennis. Because if Frendora gets comfortable fighting at a long range, I want to know how can Jaron Boots Ennis get inside that long wingspan, because he has an 85-inch arm reach. So once he get comfortable using that arm reach, then it comes to, okay, can Jaron Boots Ennis get around that arm reach? Because right now, Frendora, he's just starting to get comfortable using it. So you still can get on the inside of him. But if he keep getting fights before he gets a fight with Boots, and he gets comfortable using that arm reach, it's going to come to, okay, can Boots get around that? Because I think Boots beat everybody else at 54 right now. I don't care who you name. I think Boots beat everybody at 54 right now.
I do too, Free.
I would just add to that. I think like Frendora, he could really be like a cheat code type of fighter. Like that arm, like that height being 6'7" and 154.
It's crazy.
If it wasn't for his eyesight, he could be like a Vladimir Klitschko at 154 pounds, bro. I'm serious, bro. Like, and there would be nothing these other dudes could do about it. He just pump that jab out and throw straight right in.
And run around the ring. He would never lose.
I'm telling you. But like the fact that he has such bad eyesight and he likes to, a lot of inside fighting. I call him dead by 1,000 uppercuts. That's what.
Hold on, Mark. Your audio, Mark. Is that me or is that Mark audio?
No, Mark audio chopping up.
Yeah. But now I feel you though. But I mean, like Free said, listen, guys, he's definitely getting better. Like his last couple fights, it looked like he learned how to fight on the outside in spots when he needed to. You know what I mean? But I mean, I still think, we can hear you now. I still think Boots can, because I seen Bull melt him, bro. What's the boy name? Free? I forgot
Brian
the boy's
Mendoza.
Brian
Brian
Mendoza.
Mendoza.
boy, that was a good shot.
But he allowed that
See,
inside fighting too
that
much.
was a time where when Fedor didn't use the arm reach, he
didn't.
He was fighting on the inside, but
Yeah.
since that fight with
He was reminding me of Jared Hurd. That's why I ain't believing him too much. But he's been getting better though.
I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
since
lie,
that
Free.
fight with
I
Tim
like
Blue.
that inside fighting, bro. I call him death by 1,000 uppercuts. Like when he get
right.
going on that pace, and he really got the dude hurt, he just start winging them uppercuts with both his goddamn hands, and he'll get you out of there.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I mean, yeah, like I said, like that Brian Mendoza, that was before he got the Tim Tszyu fight. Once he made it to that Tim Tszyu fight, it seemed like he learned how to fight from a distance in that Tim Tszyu fight, and now he's starting to get comfortable with fighting from a distance. So, I mean, hey, I think if Jaron Bucenis wants to beat Fedor, now was the time to fight him, because as long as it goes and Fedor gets more comfortable using his arm reach and fighting at a distance, the more difficult that fight becomes for Jaron Bucenis. I still think he can beat him, but it becomes more difficult. He's going to have to really work to get on the inside and get inside that arm reach.
I gotta see what Keith Thurman. He do with Keith Thurman first. That'll tell me a lot. Because Keith Thurman can box and do all that moving around, but Jaron is younger than him.
4 rounds.
Man, I don't believe that. Y'all believe that y'all want to.
Body, jabs to the body.
I think Keith Thurman has a shot, but I think Fedor, him, like I said, him using that arm reach, and that's another thing. He's getting a fighter like Keith Thurman, who's an experienced fighter. He's a veteran, and Keith Thurman can move around the ring. If he goes out here and have a good showing with Keith Thurman, now Keith Thurman is not as explosive as Jaron Bucenis, and he doesn't have the speed of a Jaron Bucenis, but he is a boxer that can move around the ring.
He's seasoned.
That gives him more confidence in fighting at a distance. So you can't let him get too many more fights like that where he's getting the experience and getting comfortable with that arm reach. But I think Keith Thurman has a shot to win. I just think Fedor is going to be too much for Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman in that fight that I saw with Mario Barrios, Keith Thurman faded at the end of that fight. And the one thing that we always saw with Keith Thurman was he don't like body shots. Fedor likes to throw body shots. He likes to throw body shots. So I don't know about Keith Thurman in this fight. I say he has a shot. I just don't think that he will win against Fedor unless he's able to hurt Fedor with an overhand right or something like that. If he can hurt Fedor with an overhand right and get Fedor to curl up and let him go to work, then he has a shot. But if he doesn't, Fedor is going to beat Keith Thurman up.
Thurman,
I don't need him taking out his mouthpiece running around the ring.
Over under. He got a shot to make it over 6.5 rounds. That's about it. He gonna get stopped in that fight.
I don't think
if
so.
If he could make it the distance,
what's going on,
I would
Cam
be
Jack?
really impressed.
Killer Cam, what up, boy?
What's going on, Chad? I see you.
Killer Cam had a nice interview today. But no, I feel like Keith Thurman. I feel like I don't know, man. Fedor, he cool. He is like. He like Wembanyama out there, you know what I mean? That nigga long, but I feel like that he can be. He been beat up before. I feel like Keith, he don't like the body shots for. He don't. You right that, and I forgot about that. I don't want to see him take out his mouthpiece and run around the ring no more.
You remember, Prize? Even Sean Porter hurt Keith Thurman to the body.
Now, everybody, a couple. He got hurt in all his big fights, but he ended up.
Like this dude,
his IQ pretty damn good though, man.
You know, fought 8 times in the last 10 years. Like, I just don't like the inactivity. Even though Fedor is not the most active guy either, he's young. You know,
you said he fought
to do that.
You said
he might take that young boy to school.
You said he fought how many times in the last 10 years?
8 times in the last 10 years. Free, I did the numbers.
Oh, Keith Thurman?
Yeah, Thurman.
8 times. What you said?
8 times in the last 10 years.
I don't think it was 8. I think it was less than that. Because
I wouldn't be shocked, but I think it's 8. Last I checked.
Because I know
that's crazy.
Since the Manny Pacquiao fight, he had 2 fights. And the Manny Pacquiao fight happened, what, 2019, 2020?
Damn.
I think it was 2019. I think it was 2019 when the Manny Pacquiao fight had happened. The only fights he had since the Manny Pacquiao was Mario Barrios and the guy that he fought last year. Wow. So from 2019 till now, it's 7 years. So
that's crazy.
Going back to 2015. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It was 2015?
5, 6, 7. Excuse me. He's had 7. Yeah, I was right. 8 fights in the last 10 years. I was right. From 2025 to 2015, he's had 8 fights.
That fight was in 2019. Yeah, the Pacquiao and Thurman.
Pacquiao and Keith Thurman was 2019, and since 2019, he's only had 3 fights. You count the Manny Pacquiao fight. 2 fights. You count the Manny Pacquiao fight. You count the Mario Barrios fight and the fight that he had last year. Those are only
against
fights
the bantamweight.
Damn.
Those are the only fights that he had since 2019.
Keith Thurman, he was always playing pianos and doing flutes and
3
stuff.
fights in the last 6 years. I mean, that's just wild.
You know what I will say? You know what I will say though? I'm gonna tell you something funny. Keith Thurman might go in there and stop this though. Shoot to my brother KMJ.
I would love that.
You won't bet a friendly 100 on that. I know you won't bet a friendly 100 or friendly 50 on that.
We'll bet 100 on it, but let me see how Keith Thurman look at the weigh-in. Oh, let me see how I look at the weigh. If you're looking at the weigh-in, you might got to bet. No, I'm serious because I want to see how his body looks, and how his body looks. Tell me everything I need to know because the way he was breaking Fundora down. I don't know if you heard that press conference. He sounded like he gonna really hurt that kid.
The thing is,
Did you say that about Manny Pacquiao too?
No, yeah.
That was a long time ago.
No, the thing is, he can say how he's going to break him down. The question is, can you get inside that 85-inch reach? Can you get inside of it? Because Keith Thurman don't like body shots.
I'm just saying, I get what you're saying, but this thing I'm saying with Keith, what Keith always does, if you think about it, since when he fought Danny. And to me, that was a fight. I'll never forget that fight. Him and Danny was throwing. I thought he was like Mike Tyson. This dude, like he about to drop Danny. Danny clipped him. He slowed down. He slowed up. I'm just saying, Keith Thurman always surprises me.
He's smart.
And I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe a knockout is too much. And I'm just having fun when I said knockout, but I wouldn't be surprised if Keith Thurman won a split decision.
I wouldn't either.
I mean,
I think Keith is smart, man.
He has a shot to win because of his boxing ability and his experience in the ring. I just don't think that any of that is going to be too much for Fundora. I don't think his experience and his boxing ability is going to be too much for Fundora. I've seen Fundora be able to use that arm reach as of late. The last 3 fights, we've seen Fundora. The last 3 fights, we've seen Fundora be able to use his arm reach.
Free. He looked like he had every bit of 84-inch arm reach. Free.
Yeah. So I don't know if Keith Thurman is going to be able to get around that, because if Fundora gets out there and start using that jab, and as Keith trying to get inside, he throws that right hand, it's going to be a long night for Keith Thurman, or it could be a short night for Keith Thurman.
And my whole thing is this with Fundora. I've questioned his IQ a bunch of times through fights. I think Keith Thurman, if he got something left, I think he's 37. I think he's 37. At 37 years old, man, he might do a Floyd versus Canelo. He might just use his brain to overpower him. I'm telling you, it can be done because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Tim Tszyu, not the second fight. The second fight, he just had his way with him. But the first fight, Tim Tszyu was whooping Fundora's ass, and then he got cut and it changed everything. But Fundora can't be beat. I want to say that Fundora can't be beat, not just by knockout, but just by mind. And I think we really sleeping on Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman got 2 really good wins early in his career, and he just fell off the earth. He beat was it undefeated. He took Danny Garcia's oath. If you remember, beat a undefeated Danny Garcia, who he beat him by 1 point. Had a tough fight with Sean Porter, beat him, and then he just disappeared. But if you watch that Manny Pacquiao fight, you watch that when Manny Pacquiao knocked him down,
hands on
ever since
Manny Pacquiao.
After he got up, man, he went to work. I thought that was a draw at best. At best, I thought that was a draw.
Now,
say it again.
And if you thought it was a draw, that means Manny win because Manny had the 2-point round.
That's what I said. I'm talking about when he got up. That's why Manny won, is because of that. But
Keith Thurman was really putting some leather on.
Manny hurt, and then you got to remember Manny, and I give you that. Keith Thurman did turn the fight around. But Manny came back and hurt him in like the 10th round to the body.
Yeah, with the body shot. Yeah,
and that's what won it, because
the knockout and that when he had him beeping.
Whenever you hit that body, man, what my man Omar said, you better sit still if I put some hits on that body. Whenever you put hits on that body, that brother, man,
take his mouthpiece out and run like Dion.
He spit that mouthpiece out, man. He spit that mouthpiece out on you, man.
Run.
But you know what I will say though, I'm looking to see this card this weekend, because I think Mario Barrios is gonna beat Ryan, and I think it'd be great to finally stop hearing about Mario Barrios, man.
I'd rather hear not about Ryan. I'd rather hear about Mario than Ryan.
I'm just so tired of hearing about Ryan Garcia.
Good individual. Ryan Garcia is all different types of things I could bring up.
I hope Mario Barrios knocked him out. I hope Mario Barrios brutalized him.
I get that Ryan Garcia is a part of the alphabet community now, so he gonna have some extra favor. But I want to see him lose, man. Man, you seen him kissing that big god, man. Stop, man. You seen him with that big god.
I didn't know about none of this. Whoa.
Yeah, he brought the big guy to the press conference. I don't want to disrespect.
He always got that big guy with him.
I'm not talking about the big black dude.
I think talking about Buster.
No, what's your
you watch
what's the name?
Johnson.
Gordo.
Gorlock the Destroyer.
Gorlock. That sounds scary. Gorlock the Destroyer. Jesus Christ. That sounds like something off Predator, man. But we seen him hand in hand, and you know what? That's what happens when you sell your soul. Everybody think when you sell your soul is you praying to the devil or you making some type of deal in blood. No, selling your soul. Watch Ryan Garcia. He'll do anything for money.
Maybe that's what the man like. I mean, that's what.
No, I'm not talking about just that. Ryan will do anything for attention. Ryan Garcia has shown us a bunch since he's been out. He'll do anything for attention. He'll say anything. He'll say he anti-black. He'll say he anti-Muslims. What did he say on his screen? I hate black people. I wish I could dig George Floyd up and unalive him again. That's what he said. He'll say anything. We heard Ryan say he wanted to join the KKK. So that's why nothing Ryan.
He's still able to make money in this industry.
I'm just trying to tell you, there's nothing he won't do. He's an old school racist, man.
Ryan is selling his ass for $2.
You heard,
and that's the problem.
You heard what his father called Bill Haney, remember? And people try to make excuses. He called Bill Haney a nappy head MF.
Yeah.
Bill is a nappy head MF. Bill is a nappy head MF.
No,
what's nappy hair?
That's a different level of disrespect.
What is nappy? I don't believe in that term.
I don't think. Well,
I don't believe in that term. No, damn all that.
That's because you got that pretty Filipino.
No, but I don't believe in that term. Nappy hair. What's nappy hair?
Characteristic about that black man. That's why he said that.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I don't get all hurt about no stuff like that. If you look at Devin Haney,
you don't get hurt about the blacks. I know.
I'm just being honest, man. As a black man, you can't be so easily offended, man. They say some horrible stuff, man. There's some horrible stuff. I see the hold on. Let me say this. I seen the president of the United States put us up there as monkeys. So what are we talking about? The president of the United States put two people up as monkeys. So what are we talking about? Nothing surprises me. Nothing surprises me. I heard what's the dude that got his top plot? Charlie Kirk tried to call Dr. King a bad man. These dudes will say anything, and that's what I mean when I say Ryan Garcia is just your new age racist.
I got you.
There's nothing that they won't say. There's nothing that they won't do. I mean, Ryan Garcia can fall off the Empire State Building, and I wouldn't care, man. That dude is weird.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
He's
What did
super
George?
weird.
Let's ask you. Let me ask you. What did George Floyd do to him for him to say, "I want to dig the man up and unalive him again"?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Why is that even not? Why is that not brought up? That's how. And I'll be honest. If I didn't have ties to WC, I would say something else about the WC because I thought that was ridiculous. And I've expressed this to them. I thought that was ridiculous with how that whole thing. Y'all let him in a sectional body fight for y'all belt? That's disgusting. Guess what? BVO ain't covering that card. I'm not. Hey, somebody else get them views. I'm not covering that card. F Ryan Garcia. F his whole bloodline. So I don't. I'm just being honest with you. We talk about Tio talking about which monkey gets a banana. Yeah, that was stupid. That was a stupid, dumb joke. Okay, cool. We never heard Tio say he want to dig somebody up. And
now Ryan went way too far.
Or I'm anti-black. Yeah, it's on YouTube. You can hear Ryan say he's anti-black. He's anti-black. I hate blacks. I hate Muslims. That's what he says. And now he with, a giant man talking about, I think men are attractive. You seen him on the lie detector. This dude is a freak.
He always been a freak.
Ryan Garcia reminds me, a lot of you guys are younger, y'all don't know it. He reminds me of the Jerry Springer show. It's just like he put on them cheap Walmart suit and tie sets and he'll fight for anything. So it's like
he sell his ass.
I feel bad for Mario Barrio. Mario Barrio's sitting there like he always is, boring as hell.
Yeah.
And he just sitting looking at this dude like this dude's a nut job.
Well, I hope Mario Barrios beat him up, bro. I really do, bro. But Ryan
looked all souped
up. His body look all souped up like Terminator now. So
Ryan looked like he did when he got in there with Devin. He looked like he might be back on that ashwagandha, whatever he was on. He like he back on that junk. So I mean, but let me ask you guys this. Now we talk about boxers all the time. I want to ask you this, Freak. Why is Devin Haney the only fighter in the 365-day test program? Why is that, Freak?
Freak fell down the steps because he wanna he Debo Dev. What you say? He the biggest, backest, slickest nigga out there, whipping ass and taking names. Anybody wants something, they can get some. They ain't ducking no smoke. Win, lose, or draw.
Just fell down.
I ain't fall down. You fell down.
Yeah, my man Price just fell down.
I definitely didn't fall down.
But I'll just say this, man. I'm one of them people, man. Ain't nothing Ryan Garcia can say to me. I think Ryan Garcia is a joke, man. He's a joke. I don't even know why we even talk about him. This is a dude who's gotten so far just off, hey, he must just be that handsome to people. Because Ryan Garcia ain't showed me nothing. It's like my man Gorilla Zoe said. You say you're getting money. We ain't seen nothing. What have we seen from Ryan Garcia? I don't know. Nothing, bro. I've seen nothing from him.
What's up, beautiful?
I've seen him do nothing but look goofy. Shout out to Beautiful. And that's just what it is. Hold on 1 second, Joe.
Nah, you good now. Yeah. Ryan Garcia is a dirty person. I hope Mario Barrios kick his behind, bro. I really do. I hope Mario Barrios beat him up, man. Because this dude need to be stopped. Y'all always got words of the month. What's the words of the year? What's it? Diabolical? That's the new word? It's not a new word, but you know what I mean. I hope Ryan Garcia get destroyed. Because he's diabolical. He needs to be stopped. That's y'all new word. He need to be stopped. He must be stopped. And I hope Mario Barrios is the one that do it, bro. I'm sick of Ryan, man. He go up there and say anything he want. Could you imagine if Ryan Garcia was a black fighter and said the things that he said about Jews or something or some other religion or something like that? He'd have to apologize like Kyrie Irving did. But Ryan can get up here and say anything he want, and then nobody do nothing. You know what I'm saying? He like the WBC, they didn't do nothing. Nobody did nothing. But Kyrie, what Kyrie had to do? When he said he ain't say nothing. He just reposted something. A documentary. You can't even repost a documentary. And they had Kyrie suspended, playing all kind of games, apologizing. Man. But no, Ryan Garcia, he looked like them people. So he can say and do anything and get away with it. Nobody ain't gonna do nothing. What y'all gonna do about it? I ain't seen nobody do nothing about it yet. So I mean, hopefully Mario Barrios can do something about it.
I mean, you got to remember, boxing is an independent contractor sport.
I get it, but still, it's still
It's
the
not
sanctioning
like-
bodies punish people for saying certain things and doing certain things. So punish this guy.
Sanctioning body don't punish nobody for saying nothing. Now they punish them if they pop dirty, something like that. They ain't punishing nobody for saying something. The long as they make them money, sanctioning body ain't tripping. As long as they can make money off them, they ain't tripping. They like, hey, we don't run the sport. We just sanction fights. We don't run the sport. But I don't agree with what Ryan said. None of that. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think that fight is a 50-50 fight. I don't have a lot of faith in Ryan, and I don't have a lot of faith in Mario Barrios.
Yeah.
That's a true 50-50 fight. It's going to come down to if Ryan can land his left hook, or can Mario Barrios outbox Ryan. That's what it's going to come down to. It's a true 50-50 fight because Mario Barrios got the better boxing ability. Ryan Garcia got the faster hands. I don't know
Mario might try to like outwill him free, like, you know. Basically, what I'm saying is throw more punches at him and try to just hit Ryan anywhere and just try to.
Yeah, but
that
right there, that leaves Mario Barrios open for a counter left hook. The one thing that we say when you throw more punches, you leave yourself open. There's more opportunity that a shot can land because you're being offensive and you're not being defensive. I don't think Mario Barrios translate from offense to defense that well. So he will have Ryan will have his moments to throw that left hook. Now, I don't know who's the bigger puncher. Most of us will believe that Ryan is the bigger puncher, but I'm not sure if Ryan power translate to 47. We haven't seen it on display yet, so we don't know if his power translated to 47. Mario Barrios, his power hasn't really translated to 47. He got all of his knockouts at 40. When he got to 47, those guys are bigger. His power hasn't really translated to 47. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who's the bigger puncher. Most of us will believe it's Ryan, but we'll find out Saturday. We'll find out Saturday.
I hope Mario Barrios beat him up like Rolly did. I really do, man, because people want to act like he ain't get smoked by Rolly. What was it, 11-1, 10-2, something like that?
What I will tell you, though, for the boxing industry itself, not Golden Boy or anything like that. For the boxing industry, it's much better if Ryan wins the fight because Ryan has the bigger fan base. So it is much better for boxing if Ryan wins the fight.
So he can run around with the belt and duck.
I'm not talking about how we feel about.
At least
Ryan
Dan Barrios a fighter. At least he'll fight you.
No, I'm not talking about how we feel about Ryan or what he might do, what he might not do. I don't know what he's gonna do. What I'm saying is it's much better for boxing because Ryan has a lot of boxing casuals that like him. He brings fans to the sport. So regardless, like I said, regardless of how we feel about Ryan,
you talking about a business. You want some business-ish.
Because that's what it is. It's a business. Like I said, regardless, I said for the sport. I didn't say for his personal gain or anything like that. I'm talking about for the sport.
I think if he get the belt free, he's gonna run around and duck Devin. I think he's gonna duck Shakur. They're gonna make up some kind of mandatory, like 2 or 3 mandatories. And all he's gonna do is talk. I don't want him with the belt. I don't want him with the belt.
I don't think he ever ducked Devin. I don't think he ever ducked Devin. He fought Devin when the fight was made to be fight.
Yeah, no, he did. And look what he did because he tried to cheat his way through it. That's why he fought the fight.
No, I mean, like I said, I'm not agreeing.
Is he gonna fight the fight on an even playing field? I don't know. I don't believe it.
He has no choice because in order to fight Devin, he has to be enrolled in VADA. So he has.
And that's why I said,
let me ask you this though.
He'll get the damn belt and run around with it free. That's why I don't want him with the belt. It's too much controversy with him. You're right what you're saying though.
I mean,
you're right, D Free. He does bring the fan base. You're 100% right, but I don't want him with the belt.
I can't say that he's going to do that because I've never seen Ryan duck anybody. Since
he really hasn't.
Since he came back from his mental issues.
Episode
I have
6 years ago.
Yeah, since he came back from mental issues, I haven't seen Ryan duck anybody. The whole rematch with Devin, that was taken off the table when Ryan lost to Rolly. Turkey took that off the table. It wasn't Ryan that said, I don't want to fight. Turkey took it off. So I'm not going to say that he's going to duck Devin or anything like that. We'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see what's going to happen.
I think he's going to make up excuses. I'm
going to say this about Ryan. Y'all know I don't like Ryan, man. The brother run the smoke.
He can't beat Devin on an even.
It don't matter. It don't matter. He ran to smoke. He wanted to fight. Remember, he said, I'm going to fight Rolly. I'm going to fight Tito.
Yeah, he smoked out on that Osterine. That's why he run to the fire, because he have Osterine.
Hey, he doing it. That's better than a lot of them. He fought. He won the one. He fought Devin and Tank. Who else can say that? What other fighter you know from that generation can say he fought Devin and Tank? None. Ryan Garcia can say that.
I mean, the only other fighters that fought Devin and Tank was Gamboa.
That's it.
Gamboa and Ryan are the only two fighters that fought Devin and Tank.
Now, who fought Devin, Rolly, and Tank? Ryan. Who fought Mario Barrios? Who about to fight Mario Barrios? Fought Rolly, fought Tank, fought Devin. I mean, I think I'm gonna tell you guys something funny about Ryan.
He ain't win. He didn't win.
You're not gonna win every fight.
He didn't win none of the fights.
Welcome to boxing.
Yeah.
Welcome to boxing. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something that might be controversial. Physically, Ryan Garcia got all the tools in the world physically. He got that whip-like, slap-like left hook, like Roy Jones used to have, or like Ray Leonard used to have. He's fast, like Amir Khan used to be. And on top of that, he's tall like Oscar. Only thing he don't really have is just, I would say, really good defense. But I feel like
he doesn't have a chin.
Oh, hold on. That's not the only thing that he doesn't have. The man don't.
He got dropped.
I'm talking about physically, Free. I'm talking about physically.
He got dropped by Luke Campbell.
I'm talking about.
He got dropped by Rolly.
What do you think he's missing physically? What is he missing physically, in your opinion?
He's missing footwork. He's missing footwork. That's what he's missing physically. He don't have no footwork.
Okay.
He don't have great defense. He don't have a granite chin. That's what he's missing physically. So physically, he has some of the tools, which is hand speed and power. That's what he has physically.
And
hand speed and power.
He got some size too.
I mean, you could say that. I don't think.
Well, he's moving up the welterweight now. Some big boys up there.
He's not. Mario Barrios is the biggest guy that Ryan has ever faced. Ryan's never faced
6'1", I think. Yeah.
He never.
And that lets you know how small Errol Spence was. Errol Spence's little butt was only 5'8". You know what I mean? So he's like petite, almost like a lady. So I mean, it's just going to show you, man. Go ahead.
That was crazy.
No, I don't know about petite like a lady because
I'm being silly. I'm talking about his height.
I'm talking about his height. You see a lady that's 5'8", you be like, damn, that's a tall female.
Yeah, exactly.
Most females ain't walking around 5'8". The average height.
She almost an Amazon.
It's like 5'5", 5'6". The average height for a female. So I mean, you got a female that's 5'8", 5'9". No, you be like, that's a tall female.
Oh my God! Yeah, shout out to the Amazons.
My man said Ryan has great feet for a lifeguard.
Right.
That man got great feet for a planet flower pot. That's what he got great feet for.
He's stuck in the mud. Easy quicksand.
Hey, the thing I'll say is this: I don't
How
understand
Barrios whip his behind, but I really do.
I don't see why people be so gung ho on seeing Ryan fight. I think Ryan is not that good anyway. Now, you know what? That time
when he juiced up like the Terminator, he nice.
No,
yeah,
I don't think it's. I mean, it's Ryan's fan base that's gun ho on seeing Ryan fight. I think for the most part, the diehards, if they get Ryan in the ring, so be it. What they really want to see, can Ryan beat Devin when he's clean, and can Devin beat Ryan when he's clean. Because the one time that we seen him fight as a professional, Ryan popped dirty. But Ryan did get the win prior to him popping dirty. Once he popped dirty, the win was taken off. So that I think that's more what people want to see. They want to see the rematch. Can Devin beat Ryan? And can Ryan beat Devin when he's clean? So I think that's what most people want to see.
And it's more of a storyline too, for you know, it's a lot going on there.
I mean,
I want to ask y'all this about that, because I hate giving Ryan Garcia man, he sucks, man. But let me ask you this, Free. Do you think that Tiger Johnson was wrong not to attack Bill Haney and to go back and forth with his son? Because if you can't take peace like I thought he should have, I thought he should have just walked away.
You said, was he wrong to not attack Bill Haney or to attack Bill Haney?
To not attack Bill Haney.
He didn't attack Bill Haney.
I mean, he didn't need to attack Bill Haney. He was going at Bill Haney Jr. He didn't attack Bill Haney. He was going at Bill Haney Jr.
No, I'm saying, why didn't he attack Bill Haney? Like, I feel like this is what I'm saying.
Bill was doing an interview, baby.
If your son is talking crazy, Free, what I've seen happen is the guy address the father. A guy be like, you know what, hey man, can you get your son? And we deal with it from there.
No, but
I wish Tiger.
Bill wasn't there. Bill was over talking to Chisora. They was behind Bill Haney. They wasn't right there beside him. They was behind him. He was over talking to Derek.
He was doing an interview or something.
And Bill Haney, two sons were talking to Tiger. They was behind him. It was people in between Bill Haney and Tiger Johnson. So Bill Haney didn't even know what was going on. He turned around and he was looking, trying to see what's going on, and then he saw his sons over there. Then he ran over. So it wasn't so much that Tiger could have said something to Bill Haney, because it was a bunch of people right there.
It happened so quick.
If you're big and bad to open your mouth, you gotta expect that somebody's gonna say something back. They're not gonna. I mean, especially a guy like Tiger Johnson who box for a living. He's not going to sit there and be quiet and let you say whatever you want to say out your mouth. He's going to say something back. Most fighters will say something back. I mean, you got a very few, but like, man, get your young ass out of here. But most of them going to say something back. You say something to them, they're going to say something back to you.
Well, this is my whole thing.
And he paid dearly for it.
Shout out to my man, Marcus, man, Ohio runs boxing, man. He got me plugged in with Tiger. And I'll say this. I'll tell you what I asked him. I said, champ, you from East Cleveland. Even BVO don't go to East Cleveland. East Cleveland is like Baghdad. I'm talking about a horrible place. You'll see people walking down the street looking like straight zombies. I said, what would make you think it was a good idea to fight and go back and forth? And what he said was, because, you know, we call, in the Midwest, we call, we call Sean Haney Screech in the Midwest. So for me, if he was going back and forth with Screech, I thought that was stupid. Tiger Johnson getting money. I would walk right past Screech. I don't even know why he even entertained that. That's my whole thing. And if you look at what happened with the whole thing, you see him getting jumped. Look like Planet of the Apes. All them dudes came out of nowhere jumping him. I mean, what did that even prove? You got Tiger Johnson, you know, you see him on the ground screaming like Xena the Princess Warrior, like, bro. That's what you cause, man. You should have never got into it with them dudes. And I think that's the thing I learned from that whole Tiger Johnson thing was, man, that's why it's so important, man, to not get so hurt about what somebody say to you, man. F them. Because now you got marks on your face and you got all these dudes jumping you. What if they would have broke your hand or did something where you couldn't box again? I felt like dudes got to think those kind of things through, man. And we seen Bill get up there and try to pull people back. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. If that was me, if I was Tiger, I would sue all the niggas. I would sue all that. That's what I would do. Let me get some of that cheese, man. Since y'all so big and bad, let me get some of that cheese, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I would do. I would sue for $500,000, and I would say that these guys try to unalive me. Anytime you got,
I need $2 million.
And there's a video of Screech and all those niggas jumping on Tiger. It's a video of it.
Yeah.
So even if Tiger said something or did something, Free, You as a security, you as a officer, you gonna pull out the hammer and tell them dudes to get back. Am I wrong? You're not about to be pulling nobody off. You gonna either pull out the hammer or you gonna start tasing niggas. Am I wrong, Free?
Because I had stepped away for a second. What you talking about?
No, I'm saying you being in law enforcement. If you see all them niggas jumping on one person, you probably gonna pull out your weapon. Am I wrong?
Nah, I'm not gonna pull out my weapon. What I'm gonna pull
if
out
they
is
all jumping him and they not listening.
No, that's not what you do.
Okay.
That's not part of that.
How would you do
is what the proper way of handling that situation is you pull out your pepper spray and you pepper spray everybody to calm down the situation, and then you detain everybody, and you once you got everybody detained, then you clear their eyes out, you get them water, clear their eyes out, and then you get the information of what happened. And then once you get all the information, then you do what you got to do. But the proper way is to pepper spray everybody, because for one, none of them have weapons. None of them. I mean, this is for all law enforcement. None of them had weapons. They were just fist fighting. So there was no threat of a life. So you didn't need to pull out your firearm. The only time you pull out your firearm when there's a threat on someone else's life or a threat on your own life. That's when you pull out your firearm. But other than that, you pull out your pepper spray. Now you can tase them if you want to, but I still don't think, because tasing, you only can tase one person at a time. So the best way to take care of that situation is to pepper spray everybody. Then to detain the situation. That's what you see most times when you see a large crowd fighting. The first thing that police officers do, they pepper spray. Either they shoot a canister of pepper spray or they just throw out the crowd control pepper spray. They pepper spray everybody to contain the environment, to get them to disperse, and then you detain who you need to detain, and then you get your information.
I'll say this, man, and Cleveland, the east side of Cleveland, man, them cops told you to back up, and if you didn't back up, they pulling out that weapon, man. They gonna have it pointed down, but they gonna let you know to get back, to get back, and I bet not get touched. And you absolutely right, Billy. They do, and they do have the rubber bullets too. All them dudes that were jumping on Tiger Johnson. Man, I ain't gonna lie. If I was Tiger, I'm leaving in the wheelchair like I'm Tupac. All y'all punks gonna pay. I'm suing Devin for $1 million. I'm suing Bill for $500,000. Go ahead, Free.
No, I was gonna say, if the crowd is coming at the law enforcement, then yeah, they will pull their firearm out. But if they attacking each other and law enforcement pull up on the scene, they're not gonna pull out their firearm. They're gonna pull out their pepper spray. That's going to be probably the first thing you see them pull out is pepper spray, and they're going to pepper spray everybody. But if the crowd is coming to attack the law enforcement, they're going to pull out their firearm, because at that time, it's not so much your life is in danger. You can be overtaken by the crowd, and then they can take your weapon off of you and all that stuff. So you don't want them to be able to take your weapon. So, you will pull your firearm out for that situation if the crowd is coming at you. Yeah, you will do that.
And I ain't gonna lie, if you was with Tiger and y'all didn't get Bill, y'all failed, man. If you was with Tiger while he was getting jumped, y'all should have been trying to get Bill. If you in a fight like that, you gotta go get the money man. You gotta go get him. You can't just.
He was only with a couple of people though.
I'm about to switch over to my phone. I'm getting in the car. I'm gonna switch over to my phone.
But they should have went and got Bill, man. What's going on, Coach? How you feeling, man?
Oh, Petey Wheatstraw, what's going on with you tonight? How y'all good brothers doing?
You hear me, Coach?
What's up, Coach B?
I hear y'all. Y'all hear me?
I can hear.
Yeah, I can hear it. It's BVO's mic. Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
And all this
What's up with you, Coach B?
Man, ain't nothing another night. How y'all brothers doing?
Man, we chilling, man. Up here talking about that boxing. BVO all over the place, but that's what he do. We love it.
Man, he always talking about he would have got somebody. Ain't he the same dude that told us he ran and left his boys?
Yeah, he left his man now. He ran over his man. That was crazy.
Say it again.
We were just
Coach
talking
B
about
said-
how diabolical you are.
Oh yeah, right. I would never ran. I never ran, Coach. That's
Coach B said you ran off with your man.
no.
You did say you ran off with your man.
You
Yeah.
would look up. I didn't got jumped. You would look up and see Coach B been in the corner on me, man.
Nah, you said you bent the corner when your man's.
Yeah,
No,
he bent the corner.
No, that's not what I said. What I said was them dudes came to rob us, and I told my homeboy I was gonna run, and my homeboy said, "No, we can't run." And I wanted to keep my jewels, so I ran down the block. I didn't leave. I just ran down the
You
block.
been in the corner. It's been in the corner.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is running.
He kept his jewels, but that's only because he got away, and somehow dude messed up his ring or something. But he got up out of there. All I say is this, man. All I say is this, man. Them dude, that whole thing shouldn't have happened.
That nigga ran.
Shouldn't have happened.
They said BVO look like two same boat running down the street.
I can just see that nigga running down the block. All right, my fault.
Nah, you was laughing good.
I was. That was a good
I
one.
can see BVO running down the block now trying to hold his pants up. Looking like
Tim. In the flat Tims.
he done made them just running shoes.
He said to make the choice.
Yeah.
Hey.
I can hear him
That was a good laugh there. I needed that one for the day.
Nah, because one thing about BVO had a sword on it. They thought I was Samurai Jack, so it wasn't too many dudes that was gonna have me on the front. I'll tell you that.
You just said you ran down the block because you wanted to keep your chain.
I ran down the block because I didn't have nothing, and all them dudes came out of
You
nowhere.
said you wanted to keep your chain.
I wanted to keep my jewels, and it was a bunch of diggers. It was like punted apes outside.
And so you got up out of there.
I just ran down the block, and then when I ran down the block, I ran to my man's house. And then when my man came out, he had something for everybody, and they let us.
All right,
they
so you had to run off on your man. You had to bend the corner on your man's to get to the safety zone. I get it.
Women and children get behind us. Women and children get behind us.
You done bend the corner on his man's in there. I would never do that to you. You know that though.
No, he said, "How you 6'5", 285 and
running,
Hey,
right." I'd have whooped my son ass if I would have caught him running big as he is.
BVO, I gotta ask you.
What they say all the time? What they used to tell me all the time? Big man, back up. You're not bulletproof.
Running somewhere.
I heard that as a young age, at a young age, and I took that for what it was. Now, if it's 1-on-1, we got it. But if it's 6 niggas,
BVO,
like they just hopped out of prison.
Yeah, I'm up out of there. I ain't gonna front.
I'm up out of there, man.
Yeah, I'm up out of there. I ain't gonna cap.
Because at the end of the day, you can say what you want, Billy. Guess what? If they beat me, I'm gonna punish you. How's that? It's that simple, dog. It's that simple. So anybody that will say something about me, I'll punish you.
Big word.
Big words, boy. You a wild boy, coach. You a wild boy.
I told you earlier, if my son got into it like that, I ain't gonna say nothing. You talking about his knee? When my son was gonna knock your ass out.
Right.
I don't get into it with fighters. I think that's where we draw the line at. Fighters are supposed to get into it with fighters. Coaches are not supposed to get into it with fighters. Because if you get into it with a fighter, he's supposed to knock your ass out. That's how I feel about it. If you ain't got the ability to get in the ring with him and settle his difference, then don't argue with him.
That's a good point. That's a good point, man.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it.
But let me ask you this, Coach. This is something I was really wondering. When you looking at the upcoming fights, what do you think about David Benavidez going out his way to say he wants to fight Jalvatai next? How do you see that fight playing out? Can you break it down for us?
I think that's going to be a massive fight. I think the boxing skills are going to be on Benavidez's side. I do think the power will be on Jalvatai's side. I do think you're going to see Benavidez bring a side of himself out that we haven't seen. And I do think it's going to be an excellent fight. but I got Benavidez coming out on top. Don't forget, Benavidez is the same big boy that do a 37-piece combination at a motherfucker one day, and we was amazed with his hand speed.
Wasn't that Porky Mundia guy? Who was that guy?
Yeah,
Porky.
yeah, Porky Medina.
Yeah, he put hands on him.
But what about the power? Do you think the power and the IQ of Ja Overtime might overpower that speed? What do you think?
Nope. Ja Overtime's IQ is built on all Australian dudes. Do I think Ja is a bad motherfucker? Yes, I do 100%. But I also think what he's been feasting on is a lot of dead fish that just washed up on the shore. Benavidez, he's had to fight some live dogs. So I think that's going to play the difference. 20-0 against average competition is not the same as 20-0 against high-level competition.
Well, what about Breedis? What about him fighting Breedis and beating Breedis? So you don't
That's
really
the
help
one
that
guy
one.
you bring up. That same guy. He's like Breedis high, but he ain't like your boy. What's the Cuban boy name? Your man's David Morrell. He not built like that. Yeah.
Breedis is better than Morrell, dog.
I don't know about
He's
that.
better than Morrell. Have you seen Breedis?
Have you seen
beat a lot
Morrell?
he beat a lot of dudes up at cruiserweight, man.
He's not better than Andre or
He
Caleb
gave
Plant.
what's my man Bottle Jack the stanky leg.
Badu Jack is an older guy, bro. Badu Jack. I'm surprised he had a. I mean, shout out to him. I rock with him. You know what I mean? But Badu Jack's an older guy, but he ain't do that against younger Badu Jack. Badu Jack would have rumbled that war back in the day, for sure. So I don't know where you got that one from. That's crazy.
Say it again.
I said back in the day, Badu Jack would have rumbled that bull, but that's an older Badu Jack. That's what I said.
Bottle Jack is good. No matter how old you say he was 40, he a good fighter.
Yeah, he got a lot of miles on his tread though.
I mean, all I can say is this: I think him and Breedis, that was a good fight. But I just like the fact that David said he wanted to fight him. I think that changed boxing, man, for the better. What about you, Coach?
I think anytime that fighters come out and say, especially at that point in their careers, I want to fight certain guys, they're forcing the promoters to make those fights. That's always good for boxing.
Yeah. Make the fights happen. And your man's talking about going to Zuffa, Tio, Coach. So I thought that was he might need to go down there for a little bit. Check it out. But it's some dogs down there though. He might go down there and get cooked. You know what I mean? Zuffa boxing, you got to fight when you go in that. So
in a minute, everybody gonna be down there, so it ain't gonna make no difference.
Right.
Zuffa is gonna get rid of the stupid shit about being undefeated. They about to really make it where you not gonna respect an undefeated dude because he ain't fought nobody.
Right. Yeah, it's time to and even when I was a young boy, I ain't care about if Riddick Bowe lost or Holyfield or Mike and them. You know, I hated watching it, but you know, I got over it. But come on, let's be honest, man. These your favorite fighter lost. And but people to say Floyd started that have I been beaten? You know what I mean? Floyd crazy, but that was his gimmick. That was his get up. That was his road to riches. That's not y'all road to riches. Y'all road to riches is something else. You might lose a couple here on the way up, but that's okay. We still gonna watch y'all, man. They so sensitive now. These kids don't want to take. They don't want to take a loss.
Hey, what Ric Flair say? I done been to the top of Space Mountain multiple times.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, only the great ones go multiple times.
Right. You can lose. It's cool. I ain't gonna say it's cool to lose, but it's cool. Like, as I'm speaking for myself, like watching boxing, as long as I've been watching it, man, I didn't care, man. I had to watch terrible Terry Norris and Meldrick Taylor fight. That was tough for me because I like both of them. You know what I mean? I like Terry a little bit more. And Terry, did what he did. And I was just like, damn, that was crazy. You know? But I didn't see Meldrick get busted up a couple times. I was good. You know what I mean? I still rock with him though. You know what I'm saying? See, these Newcastle boys, these boys lose one time, it's a wrap. It's hard to watch now. And then you get it. And that's why I don't read the comments like unless it's my own channel. Like if it ain't none of the STN, I don't read them comments because the comments are crazy. I mean they just say anything nowadays. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they just say what they want to say, man. But it is what it is. A loss don't make it shouldn't make or break a fighter. And I wish some of these channels, especially the bigger channels, stop pushing that. Like, oh, you lose, you're done. You're at the back of the line. Like that's corny. Maybe you do got to go to the back of the line, but that don't mean you just abandon somebody, bro. These dudes is crazy.
Now you only go to the back of the line if the promoter can push you and make money. Look at Ryan Garcia. He come off a loss and get the title shot.
That's what I'm saying. You got that star power, you all right. But I mean, other than that, if you ain't got it, I don't know. You better be able to you better be able to know how to fight. And you know, I ain't mad if if Tio go to Zuffa. I think Tio and them some of them big names going over there to shake Ish up and get rid of the stupid Ish, like Coach said. You know what I mean? And then they want to get rid of the 54 pounds and the 140 pounds. So what is you, a welterweight or are you a middleweight? That's what that means. You ain't a junior nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you 35 or you 47. I think that's gonna shake some Ish up. And you're gonna see a lot of O's go.
Anything is possible after the first years of introducing something. Remember, in the beginning, there were no junior divisions. It was just the
original 8.
I said, so then they created junior divisions. If you think back, a lot of guys who first won junior titles, a lot of the old school fighters didn't respect them because they said there's no such thing as a junior division.
Yeah.
Now all they doing is going back.
I mean, I ain't mad at that. Like I said, I don't believe in the term weight bully, but I do know when a guy's squeezing down to a weight class. I'm not stupid. But I feel like if you can make the weight and you can compete, then it is what it is. But I mean, once they get rid of that, it's gonna put a lot of pressure on people. You know what I mean? Because like, are you a middleweight? What is you? You know what I mean? Because you know, some people be like, oh, well, Jenderbeck's too big for 60, or this one's too big for that, or whatever. So I mean, that'll open up the division. You know what I mean? And I think 160 wide open. So speaking on Jenderbeck, but I think the getting rid of them, I ain't mad at it. I want to see. You know what? Like I like tradition because you know when I was young, there was them juniors, but I'm saying to get back to the basic 8, the big 8, man, I ain't mad at it. I want to see what happened as a boxing fan, as a fanatic. I want to see what happens when they do that, Coach.
Ain't but one real motherfucker to me right now who gonna be able to get through it, and that's Devin Haney. I ain't trying to be funny, but he the only dog I see amongst that group of a lot of those guys. Devin, just think, and you know me and Bill and Devin, you go at it more than anything. But I gotta give credit where it's due. Devin, the only motherfucker that said I wanted to fight Boots with no stipulations. I'll come up there. None of the rest of them said that shit. Devin, the only one that's moving up in weight and not pressing people out for no rehydration clauses.
Yeah.
And
it don't seem like it's hard to do business with them if you really want to fight.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Devin is one of the last dudes that I gotta respect for his ability and desire to take on tough opponents. Cause I think he the only one that never gave a fuck about an O. Slim put his O on the gambling table too many nights for him to care about it. And he didn't have to. I don't think he ever gave a fuck about it.
I think he'll want a rematch, and if he lose again, he'll be like, all right, whatever, and move on and still be competitive to any other welterweight.
He beat me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see Slim stop going up until middleweight. He ain't gonna go to 68, but he will go to 60.
Well, ain't gonna be no 68.
No, I'm talking about even under the confines of what things
Yeah,
are
for
now,
sure.
where he is. I think 60 is his stopping point.
I think he caps off at 60 as well. I
Yeah.
said that some years ago. I said I think the kid caps off at 6. Well, he's a grown man now. I think the man caps off at 60. I don't think he goes no farther. His frame is he can get to 60. Just give him some time. He's still young. He's not even 30 yet. And people I don't understand where the hate come from. Like I said, I would love if that was my son. If that was my son doing that, I'd be a proud dad. So I don't know. Like, he's doing everything right. I got him in my I probably put him high as top 3 pound for pound, bro. I think he's proven enough. People want to even if you want to count that Ryan fight as a loss, okay, cool. But look how he bounced back. You know what I mean? So I ain't mad at
He,
him.
he the only one that face other dogs. If you look at the young mob that they trying to force us to accept as the 10 best fighters in the world, he the only one that done fought young dogs. The rest of them ain't fought no young dogs. Tell me one young dog they fought. Tank fought Rolly. They both. I'm talking about in their same age groups. Tank fought Rolly. Tank fought Ryan. Motherfucking Devin. He fought Ryan. He done moved up multiple times to face top guys. He was trying to get the Boots fight. It didn't happen. But who have the rest of them dudes been feasting on? Who you consider young lions that had a chance to beat him? They all have been in fights where they were the fucking favorite. Not even a 50-50.
Yeah. Devin been around the block. Like I said, I give him his credit, man. I ain't no hater, man. And I'm neutral. I rock with all of them. Tank, Devin, Shakur, them guys, So it is what it is. But I think they'll rumble it. Like he's the one that's fought the Lomachenkos and went over to Australia 2 times. People say, Ken Bossis was this and that, but bro, he went over there with 24 rounds, bro.
Yeah.
They tried to block his father. They got
That's a
past
long
that.
flight too, man. That's a long
What?
flight to Australia.
What? You're going
That's
across
a
the
long.
world. I mean, you're going across
That's
the
a far
world,
flight,
BBL.
man. That's what I'm saying.
You gotta go over there early. Like how he did in Saudi Arabia. He went them Haney was over there early. And they adapted to that early. Getting up
Yeah.
at the middle of the night, training and off times when he's supposed to be asleep and all that. The Normans got out there kind of late. You know what I mean? And it seemed like to me they just was gambling on a puncher's chance. And if you go in there and think you're gonna just knock Devin out and that's your game plan, you're going to lose. You're not gonna go in there and be like, my number one goal is to get him out of here. That's not happening, bro. We seen him get up. He can get up. They said what'd you say? Ryan Garcia got the best left hook. Oh, he got a sweeping left hook. It's this and that. Bro, that man got up like multiple times. And the man was juiced up like Terminator. That man was a cyborg in there. And the
He was
man,
cycling off though. He was cycling
I don't
off.
care
I
what
see
he
him. He
did.
was
I
on
don't care
something.
what he did. The man couldn't knock Devin Haney out. He couldn't do it.
Yeah. I mean, Devin a monster, man. I'll say this though. I think boxing is going in a good space when you see this David Benavidez, John Wataya fight gonna change a lot. But I think they can fight 3 times, man. I really do. What about you
Mm.
guys?
Yeah, Obatai, for that to happen, Ja gotta win the first fight. When they fight, the first time they fight, Ja gotta win. Then David to get his get back. And then David will probably come and win. And then we can get that 3 fight. But I don't think if they fought, I think if David had won the first fight, if they did fight, I think David would probably beat him. And I mean convincingly to where we don't need a rematch. But if Ja go in there, then it's only right to get that man his get back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll
I
be
hope
it'll
John
be
can stop on him, man. I hope he can stop on him.
I don't know. I don't know. David Benavidez throw a lot of punches, man. I mean,
He like
this
to
is
go.
a
He like to show in his pockets though too. He like to sit down.
yeah,
So you gotta keep.
this is a train wreck waiting to happen. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a man. I hope that happens soon, bro. I can skip that Zordo. I can skip that.
I'm gonna give BVO a ticket to the fight. I'm gonna sit next to him. I want to be right there when motherfucker David Benavidez slapped the slob out his mouth. I want that shit to get on my shirt. When he slapped the slob out that nigga, I'll be like, yep, right here on my shirt.
Hey man, I hope Jaleel wouldn't let him slap me. I'll just say that. I hope Jaleel, because I'm the radio guy. You can't hit the radio guy.
Shit, I don't know why not. Radio guy keep talking that shit, calling my man all these different names that you call him. I'm a reminder too. I'm a reminder when he drawing back. I'm a reminder about every name you call. I'm gonna say all of them while he's swinging forward.
I seen Dave. He got that nigga got him.
Man, shit. Okay. You keep talking that shit, man. You keep talking that shit.
I'm just telling you, I ain't talking shit.
You know he listens to your podcast when he's training. It get him fired up. He got your face. He got your face on a nozzle bag. He be punching that
Hey,
he gonna beat you. If he don't beat nobody else that night, he gonna catch your ass coming through the hallway.
Yep.
When John beat him, I'm gonna be like, Bo-Mac, I told you. I'm gonna be like my man Bo-Mac, I told you.
No, I think they can fight 3 times though. No matter who wins, I think it'll be a compelling enough fight that you want to see that joint multiple times.
Yeah, that's a good dance partner for David. All jokes aside, that's a good dance partner.
It was like when BVO fought what's the dude that he fought? Yeah, when he fought Better Be. I could have watched them fight 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, they were good fights.
It wouldn't have mattered to me who won. I just would have watched them fight 4 or 5 times. Some dudes, they gonna get it in that way every time they get in the ring with each other.
You know, it's funny. The second fight, I thought Bibble's first face looked worse, but they said Bibble won. I never understand that. I mean,
I thought they both were close fights.
Arturo really put some work on that dude's face. I thought he was a plastic surgeon, man. He really tore that dude's face up, man.
Man, some of these guys bust up, Some of these guys got scratches.
And that nigga with a mean razor blade. He was
I'm just saying, Coach, that didn't surprise you. He looked worse the second fight.
Boy, I thought he was motherfucking Puerto Rican. He put $150 on that nigga.
He looked crazy.
Yeah. But that was both men putting it all on the line. And if you can't respect that, then you just here for popularity.
Bibble's good though, because I seen Bibble beat Zerto pretty easy. He nice. Easy. He like a white Andre Ward to me.
Nah.
A dirty fighter, but that can really box. You know what I mean?
Andre Ward was levels above him, bro. He's wild.
Andre Ward ain't boxing no more, but he definitely going to 2-hand slap you when he see you. He going 2-hand slap you.
I don't think Andre got it like that no more. Shout out to Pastor Ward. Shout out to Pastor Ward.
He got an educated slapper. You got a remedial slapper. So he might, if he punch you, you might man up. But if he slap you, I'm gonna say he ran down the block again.
I'm gonna just in the corner on them boys. All I can tell you is this, Coach. Don't let me get a hold of it. Don't let me get a hold of it.
What you gonna do? Fix his shirt? I'm sorry, Mr. Ford. Fuck, you gonna straighten out his lapel collar for you?
Wow.
Hey, he ain't gonna beat me in no wrestling. I know I'm stronger than him.
Ooh.
There's not many people stronger than me, man.
It's not gonna be no wrestling match with you.
I'm thinking they gonna wrestle. Why y'all always think it's a wrestling match? That's the first thing y'all want to do is wrestle.
I'm a grab me. What you talking about?
Don't you know them boxers know how to tussle like that?
If you go to grab me, he hit you with an uppercut hook right hand, and you
what if they do like Coach say, pick him up and slam him? They good for that. We see Miguel Cotto scoop Floyd up easily. Imagine in a street fight.
BVO be thinking that shit sweet, man. He going 3rd and 10 your ass. It's gonna be a sack.
I remember my man, he was like 6'6". He got picked up off his feet, went down. He went down bad, man.
You're not gonna pick him up and slam him. The man still work out. The man still in shape. BVO, hate to say it, but we happy that you walking.
Oh, here you go.
Them two different niggas, man. I'm happy you walking.
That
man still training. Fuck around and we had to pull Andre off your ass, man.
Let's not forget your boy BBO just picked up 415 6 times yesterday.
Well, I'm glad you can get yourself off the floor.
Wow. That was crazy.
Hey, it ain't many dudes. I'm telling you, man, it ain't many dudes that's stronger than you. That's a fact.
I bet my money on Andre Ward respectfully.
Man, I'm gonna be disrespectful. He gonna hit you on the tip of your chin and he gonna change your
Like change your life, that man. Hit you, BVO, go upside your head.
And you don't take a picture if you piss on yourself.
Now what happened? Now if I grab him, then it's over.
You keep saying if. Listen, when you go to grab him, that man gonna hit you with an uppercut, short hook, and a choppy right hand. Put you all the way to fucking sleep.
Now what if I eat it and grab him and just start pound and pound like Derek J?
Bruh, you're not gonna do that. When you reach to grab him with your big quarterback sacking ass and your arms wide open, he gonna uppercut you, hook you, and chop the right hand. He gonna put you so far to sleep, they gonna think you was Snow White.
Andre Ward's a rough dude, man. He broke some big dudes, man. He was rough and tough in there, bro. Like I think he could grab it.
No, he was 30.
Okay, so if it's a street fight, what you think he's gonna do then? He gonna headbutt you, bite you, he gonna go crazy. Andre Ward.
And you know you're gonna be embarrassed if your wife had to start hitting him with a pocketbook.
I'd have had to go pick BBO up off the ground. Like, man, you was doing good until you grabbed him. I'm trying to grab him.
I'm gonna say, come on, Suge Knight. Come on, Suge.
Oh, you forgot Suge Knight was holding niggas over his head.
Man, Suge Knight, this story was Suge Knight getting whooped.
Suge Knight forgot everybody in this world ain't no rapper. He was doing that to rappers. He tried to do that young dude got put to sleep.
That's why I'm about to say, what was the boy name?
He was old, man.
Man, he still tried his hand. Anytime you try your hand, it's another set of gloves out there.
All I'll say is this:
you got the right to your actions, but what you don't got the right is to control the consequences. So don't grab it.
I like Andre Ward, man. I don't think Pastor Ward could do anything, to be honest.
You ain't gonna talk that shit about Andre Ward like you talked about everybody else. You think Benavidez is gonna see your ass? I'm gonna make sure y'all get a face-to-face interview in a hallway with nobody else.
And I hope the Puerto Rican fans know that we ain't scared of Mexico.
Man, they scared anyway. They scared anyway. The leader of their ship, he got a white flag with a plus on it. You know that's the flag. He got a white flag with a red plus on it. Every time I see that nigga, I be thinking about that old ass house party movie.
Hey, all I'm saying is this, man.
Whatever changes you have to make, then you just do it. You got to think about your life.
Something wrong with you.
Because you don't get it, Coach.
Being a black man in America isn't easy. The hunt is on. And you're the prey.
This nigga here, man.
That's what they used to tell us in the 90s.
That's what that man was telling to Xander. You're the prey. You're the prey. BVO keep telling me every day when we talk in private, man, you heard Xander say everybody said his name. They gonna pay. Man, tell him put some names with that shit. We called him a pussy straight out. Tell him put some names with it. Man, a pussy.
Oh,
Man,
Straight like that.
playing cube to him. God damn, I'm glad y'all said it all. Tell that nigga I heard you was down with the AK.
You heard him, like Leonard Ellaby. You heard him.
All I say is this, man.
It ain't registered in you. He said, nigga, it still ain't registered.
Heard you was down with the AK. Then I see you in a video with Amanda Serrano.
Wow. You wild boy, coach. I'm telling you, man.
He the one fight I will say something to. Fuck around, slap that nigga, and he go running.
No, I would hope if I'm there with some people, we're doing what they did my brother Tiger Johnson, man. These fighters ain't invincible, dog.
Man, look here.
And then Tiger Greasy.
If you with that same group of them and they was Xander, I'm gonna tell Jaleel still a nigga in the pink and green shorts first. Nobody's scared of a group of niggas in pink and green shirts. Come on.
Still a nigga in the pink and green shirt.
Yeah, punch Kanye first. Which one? The nigga in the pink and green polo. We're not scared of niggas. We're not scared of niggas in pink and green polo with some motherfucking Dockers on. We ain't scared of them. Yeah. Punch Johnny Bravo in the face first.
Hey, man. You know, and Jalil's my guy. I'll just say this. You don't want Xander to start strangling people. That's
Man, Xander ain't strangled nobody since about 2 weeks ago. And he left that shit in the bathroom. Man, ain't choke nobody. Xander ain't choking shit, man. You ain't never seen Vinny Barbarino choke a motherfucker. Tell Xander, welcome back, Carter. Shout out to Horseshat. BVO, would you fall down steps?
No, I'm trying to get my audio together. Hold on 1 second. I think I'm gonna switch from StreamYard. StreamYard been giving me a lot of problems.
Man, first of all, you got to stop using the T-Mobile telecast.
Here you go, man. This is Verizon.
Man, you trying to run your podcast with a Nextel phone. Chirps don't work on it.
You know, and the thing about Coach, man, I'm sure he means well, man, but that's a sick Negro right there. That's all I can say, man. Because he don't get it. That's what Coach don't get.
To take some blame in this ourselves. As black people, we can't sit around waiting for white people to do for us what we should be doing for ourselves. And our failure to do this is our fault. White folk have done bad by us in the past. Yes, that is true. And they do some bad by us today. But if we did better by ourselves today, we could help to reconcile this difference.
I'm glad you let me see.
And so let me ask, what's wrong with the blacks?
That's all I'll say, Coach.
I had to go hide my wallet.
He said it better than I ever could.
I had to go hide my wallet. I'm glad you let me see before I heard it.
Hold on.
You gonna stop trying to I-Dream Regime my money out my pocket. There you go again. BVO must be doing his impersonation of the 4077. His stream live like a mass unit.
You hear me, Coach?
Yeah, man. I was about to start using the Warner Brothers joint. Paging Bugs Bunny. Come in, Bugs Bunny.
Paging Bugs Bunny. Hey, Coach a wild boy, man. I'm gonna just say this, man. We're gonna be back tomorrow. I'm gonna figure this thing out with this internet, man. It's your boy BVO Sports TV. And I got my man, my right hand man, Bernard Hackett, aka Peppy. You know, he training Sugar Ray Leonard. So man, shout out to my man, Coach Hackett, man. So we doing some beautiful things over here, man. And we'll see y'all tomorrow, man. So make sure y'all pull up, man. And actually we got a big giveaway we're gonna do soon. So make sure y'all stay tuned, man. We on the road to 10,000 subscribers. It's your boy BVO Sports TV. It's your boy Bernard Hackett. And like I said, shout out to our sponsor, man. As we follow my man, Lil Hackett, on his way to becoming the next middleweight champion. Peace.